guys, today I will be teaching you how to make peanut butter dog treats. Now, the good thing about these is that you know what's going into them and they are fresh. When you buy things from the store, you always don't know what's in them, what preservatives are in them. So I think these are a great way to know what your dogs are eating and what's in them. So you will need a large bowl, a pan, some tin foil, measuring cups, and the ingredients. Now first, you need to preheat your oven to 400. Now you need a half a cup of water. You need a half a cup of vegetable oil. You need 2 eggs, 3 teaspoons of peanut butter. Oops. Forgot the peanut butter. I mean tablespoons, sorry. You need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And this gives it a better flavor for your dog. So it's not just one of those bland kinds. Now, so far, it should look like that, just pretty much all liquid. Now, you're going to need 2 cups of flour. Now, it's okay if you get some flour on the counter because you will need some flour on the counter for later when you mix it and make the dough. Okay. Now you need a half a cup of cornmeal. And now you need a half a cup of oats to give it the stronger texture. Okay, now we will be mixing this up. Now it's going to be stiff, but that's normal because this is creating a dough. Okay, I'll come back when the dough's ready. Okay, so my dough is ready. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of flour and sprinkle it on the counter if you haven't already gotten some on there, just so the dough doesn't stick, because this dough is a little stickier than regular dough. So my dough is ready and I've been flattening it out. So now I'm going to be taking my rolling pin and just moving it out. And I have cookie cutters to make different patterns for the dogs, just so mine aren't like circles, but you can use a cup to make the circles. You can use just about anything that will make a cut. You can use a knife and do your own individual cut. You can do pretty much anything with these, so I just am going to use my cookie cutters for this. There is also some cute dog paws on mine that you can order, and there's all sorts of different patterns. So I'm going to be using a couple circles, some hearts, and maybe some little circles. So we'll see what happens. Okay, now I'm going to be taking the dough and placing them on the cookie sheet. With the leftover dough, just mix it up in a ball again, flatten it out, and you can make even more patterns. And just keep doing this until the dough's gone. If you have leftover dough, just try to make like a cool little pattern. If you don't have enough dough to make one more with the cookie cutter. A lot of times you should have just enough. And this is a really simple and easy recipe. The only thing I had to get to make these was the cornmeal. Most everything else you should have at home, so this is a really easy and simple way to make good, healthy treats for your dogs. This can also be a fun family project if you have a dog and your kids want to train them, if you had just gotten a dog. There's a bunch of different ingredients that you can use for this, some with baby food, so I will be making a video with that soon. But it's a really easy and simple way, like I said. So I'll come back to you when I'm ready. Now, I have all this leftover dough, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flatten it out again and roll it out. Now these don't really spread apart or even rise, so they can be right next to each other, maybe even touching. This is just an easy, really fun, simple way and healthy for your dogs and for your family to do. Now when you have them in the oven at 400 degrees, you will cook them for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, turn the oven off and let them cool in there, because they will finish cooking, because they won't be cooked all the way. So leave them in there for 20 minutes, turn the oven off. After the oven is cooled, then you can take them out. Okay, so now I have all of my different designs on 2 different pans. I will be putting them in the oven for 20 minutes and then letting them sit until they cool. Okay, so my biscuits are finished. They are cooled. This one, it was supposed to be a heart, but it didn't turn out very well. Now I took bags and I labeled them the kinds and the ingredients because I give them to my friends, relatives, and neighbors for their dogs. So now I'm just going to put these in the bags, and I am going to take one, and my little taste tester will eat one. Let's see how he likes them. Well, it looks like you like some. So I made this whole pan and then this whole pan. So it makes quite a bit for that batch. So hope your dogs enjoys, and thanks.